Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome! Welcome, everybody, to the Sunday stream. I realise... Thank you for the check-in, Dragon Reaper. Thank you for the check-in, Groll. I realise I haven't streamed in, like, 5 days. It's an eternity. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't stream on Wednesday because I think we all needed a bit of a break. I think we all needed a bit of a lie down after Wednesday. After Wednesday, everyone was just like, okay, everybody take a breath. Everybody scream for a couple of hours at America's stupidity. And then we can get back to it. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that because that'll just get me angry. I didn't stream Thursday because I fell asleep. You guys know what my sleep schedule is like. I conked out. I conked out completely. So I've been slowly recovering my sleep schedule over the past few days. And today, we're gonna be playing some Space Engineers. But interestingly enough, we're playing in a save that I've already started. Oh dear, it seems the suit lady has decided to be angry about the fact that my ship's fuel is critical, apparently. Hold on, can I fix that? I think I can. I think all I need to do is go... Reactor... Large reactor on.
Ship fuel critical.
There we go. Nice.
Ship fuel critical.
Up. Nope. She's still not happy.
Ship fuel critical.
She's very unhappy, apparently.
Ship fuel critical.
Did I accidentally just leave her queuing up voice lines for like 20 minutes? Oh dear. Whoopsie. Anyway. Despite what the suit lady says, the ship fuel is not in fact critical. I just had the reactors turned off.
Ship fuel critical.
Oh my god, she's really going on about that.
Ship fuel critical.
Is it broken? Did I accidentally break the game?
Critical.
I think I might have accidentally broken the game. Whoopsie.
Ship fuel critical.
It's fine. I'll fix it in a moment. Anyway,
Ship fuel critical.
Today, everybody, we're playing some Space Engineers. We haven't touched Space Engineers in a very long time. And I thought, well, I've been getting back into it these past few weeks. I've been like, oh, maybe I should play some Space Engineers. That might be fun. Although, apparently the suit lady thinks that it's not.
Ship fuel critical.
Suit lady is very angry at me, apparently.
Ship fuel critical.
But yeah.
Ship fuel critical.
She really does not like me at the moment. Why is that?
Ship fuel critical.
Ship fuel is not critical, suit lady.
Ship fuel critical.
Okay, hold on. Yes, I want to reconnect to the current multiplayer game because the suit lady is going mad. It's fine. So I am currently playing on a multiplayer survival server that is being run by Zockley. Those of you who are aware of the Space Engineers community, Zocli is one of our is one of the sort of Space Engineers reps, essentially. But they're a streamer in their own right. And today I am playing on the Rings of Saturn survival server, which is an interesting survival server in that it's really big. And there are very few asteroids, which I've actually been having trouble finding. But we're gonna experiment and figure out how all of that works. In a bit. At the moment, our main focus, everyone, is the construction of the Centuri Streamliner. It's a train in space. Oh, I've accidentally moved myself to the standby scene. There we go. Okay. It's a train in space. There we go. This is trying to get the right drama on this whole thing. I need a projector. That's what I need. I think we can put one... hold on. I need to... B... toolbar, main bar, load. Okay, give me projector. That's up. No, wait. And that's forward. There we go. Okay. So let's build this up real quick. Cannot withdraw 2 small steel tubes. Why is that? Doesn't matter. Why did I even need small steel tubes? Did I need small steel tubes? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So let's... Oh, okay, we can't see anything from that angle. Let's do it from this angle. Okay, projector. Blueprints. Centuri. So what we're going to be working on today is essentially like full-on space train. Centuri Streamliner number 8. Copy to clipboard. Blocks and projected subgrids will be placed normally and their properties copied over. All of this is handled by the plugin. We'll take yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, okay. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So this is what we're going to be working on today, everyone. This is going to be our base of operations going forward, hopefully. What are the little, why are there little flashing lights all over the place all of a sudden? What are those about? Yeah, I don't want to know. Okay, let's see. Give me... Where's the projector? Where'd the projector go? Projector. Keep projection. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Let's do this from the projector block itself so that we can actually see things. Okay, that's good. bring this back to about there. You need to turn it on its side. No. Roll. No. That's... I'm confused. Why? You're not really helping here. Like that. No. Oh, okay, there we go. We might have gotten what we need now. How? Ah, yes. Okay, so now it's just a matter of doing this. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Horizontal offset. Bring this in close. Yep, that's good. Vertical offset. Forward offset. No, we can go one back. Perfect. Okay. So this, everybody, is the Centuri Streamliner. I have been working on this a little bit behind the scenes for a little while now. It is essentially a space train. I got thinking a few months back, how do you build a train in space? How does that work? The answer, as it turns out, is it has a locomotive, but all of the thrust has to be angled away from the body of the train, and additionally, all the train carriages, like they would have wheels, need to have maneuvering thrust. So thusly, the Centuri Streamliner was born. These carriages are empty at the moment. I haven't designed the interior of the carriage. What I'm going to build today is this section, the engine, which is a beauty, if I do say so myself. I spent a lot of time engineering the interior of this vessel to the point where it has 3 separate, like, small cabins. It has an entire observation deck on the top. It has a medical bay. It has this beautiful forward observation and piloting area that I spent ages trying to get right. I'm very happy with this, if you couldn't tell. It also has a full complement of refinery and assembly systems here at the back. We won't get into those quite yet. We need to build up everything else first. It's a pretty ship, and it's got a little hangar for a little deployment ship. This is the engine room here. It's the one part that I'm still not particularly happy with, but I'm sure I'll figure something out of that later. But yeah. So today, my friends, everybody, we are going, once we've figured out what we need, hold on. Give me this large cargo container. There we go. Steel plates. Bunch of steel plates. Hi, Madeline. Welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Oh god. Okay, why will you not weld? Have I accidentally turned only buildable? Nothing is buildable. Why is nothing buildable? Game. Hold on. If I do that. Oh, nothing is buildable because nothing is buildable from the projector itself. That's fine. That's fixable. So what we'll do is that. And that fixes everything. And thusly, we commence construction. The groundwork has been laid in the first few blocks. And the first few blocks are essentially a massive asteroid debris clearing system. Or like general debris clearing system. Because the way I see it is like old Western steam trains used to have like essentially a form of snowplow on the front. Space trains would probably have a similar system for like generally clearing out space debris before it hit the train itself. So the way I've designed it is like it's an electromagnetic battering ram. Or that's the theory, anyway. It's like a lattice work of like electromagnetic repulsion systems that cover the front of this like massive battering ram section, which I think looks pretty cool, in my personal opinion. I'm very happy with how this turned out, honestly. I spent a good few weeks. Well, I spent about a week working on this before I was happy to share the first few drafts with the Discord. And then I just kind of kept going. Because who doesn't love a big old space train? I think that's fun. Maybe that's just me. But then again, I love me anything that allows me to live out my steampunk sci-fi fantasies. So, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, how is everybody today? I hope we're all doing well. I hope you're all doing good. Oh gods, I'm running out of energy. I am starting to wonder if I should have put my own suit voice mod on, but I get the feeling that that would drive me a little nuts. And by a little nuts, I mean very nuts. Because hearing my own voice, even when I'm just like going through recordings and stuff, is bad enough, but hearing my own voice remodulated to sound like a robot and hearing it talk back to me, that sounds like hell, honestly. It really does. However, if you guys want to hear my voice talk to you incessantly about how your inventory is full and how they want you to die to some form of meteor storm, it's on Steam. And it's available as a plugin now as well for Space Engineers, if you guys are interested. Sorry, I'm plugging my own project here. I apologize, everyone. I don't usually advertise. I'm only advertising this because people were like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is interesting. This is neat. Curiosity Groll, what do you mean by you're making steel right now? As in, like, you're actively doing metallurgy in your living room or something? I'm confused. Ooh. Are we missing a... We might be missing a piece here. On this side. I shall fix that. No, in a game. Oh, fair enough. I see. Which game, if I may be so bold as to inquire? But you are a metal worker. Well, fair enough. I would hope that you wouldn't be watching streams like mine while doing metalworking in real life. That sounds rather dangerous. Like that sounds like a safety hazard. Simulator game. Fair enough. Weld that up. Ooh. That already looks really good. I know it's just a projection with a little bit of pieces built, but that's gonna look wonderful when it's finished. I know that it'll look wonderful when it's finished, because I know exactly what it looks like when it's finished and fully built. But still, I get to have pride in my work. If I couldn't have pride in my work, who could, you know? Well, probably my mother, to be honest. But, you know. You're not from the US, so you don't have your phone when you're working. Fair enough. Fair enough, Groll. I trust that that's a good thing. I imagine that, I imagine that your work is relatively dangerous. Especially if you're working with, hot metals. That sounds complex. Okay, let's set this up so that we only see what we can build. Show buildable only. There we go. Yeah, that'll make things easier. Dun, dun, dun. The one thing that we're going to have trouble with in this particular world is finding ice and hydrogen. Because as it turns out, this world is rather barren of asteroids. Of any sort, for that matter. So we're gonna have a fun time looking for those. Okay, we'll build this from the bottom up, I think, is the best way to do this. Yeah. We'll build out this rear portion. Actually, we should probably build the red trussing first. That'll be relatively important later on. Okay. So the way I came up with this design, first off, is I built the carriages first. Because I was thinking to myself, well, the best way to build a space train, realistically speaking, would be through essentially, like, construction of, like, guide rings. Because without those sort of like supporting structure rings, you basically don't really have the structural integrity for anything like a space station. And a space train is essentially just a really long space station. That's going somewhere. I think. Kind of. Not exactly, but kind of. So I was like, okay, well, if the guide rings are going to be a thing, what we need is an adapter section on every locomotive that would work as a sort of space train coupling system. Because regardless of the size and style of a locomotive in real life, every locomotive still has one thing in common, and that's the coupling system. They're all standardized. So I thought to myself, well, obviously they have to have a standardized coupling system, but on a space train, you have multiple points of support that you need to think about to actually manage the system properly. Lovely. So, by building essentially a giant support ring... Oh, I've run out of steel plates. Hold on. Steel plate. Steel plate. There we go. By building a coupling ring, essentially, you spread the weight and the pressure evenly across the supporting grid, thusly creating a appropriate system for the space train to carry passengers and cargo. At least that's the theory. The reality is, in Space Engineers, it doesn't need any of that. It could just be a bunch of boxes and a thruster. But I like the idea of being able to couple and uncouple the carriages from, like, a specific system. That seems to me like a fun thing, where you can go into a depot and pull out a coupling ring that has a bunch of different carriages attached to it, or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Additionally, if people are interested, and if people who play Space Engineers happen to be in chat, I am on a relatively public server at the moment. So if people want to join in, they are more than welcome to. Just let me know and I'll send you all the details, etc., etc. We don't want to build out this section too far, because while building up the coupling ring is important, realistically we want to make sure that we have the engine built up from the bottom up so that we don't miss anything. If we do miss something, that'll be dangerous. Okay. Gonna quickly jump into my cockpit and grab it and take a drink. One of the other things I've been thinking about as well is power production for the space train. And I was thinking about it as like I've been going through all of this. I've been basing most of my designs off of old Western and sort of early 20th century, 18th century designs of how trains were built back then. And old Western trains essentially, they used to carry all of the power that ran them in the first car, which was the coal car. And I thought to myself, well, why wouldn't a space train do a similar thing? So that you can switch out the sort of auxiliary power sources. Like, the space train would have its main generators, in this instance the ones that are on board in the engine room, be like, yes, the main source of power for general usage. However, for long-haul journeys, you would probably have something like a secondary power car that would allow you to essentially travel incredibly long distances without having to refuel. And I was thinking about that, and then I thought to myself, well, why wouldn't the first power car, or the auxiliary power car, be some form of essentially solar. It would be a solar array, an unfolding solar array. So that's the other thing we're going to design today, is the solar array for the space train. Because I thought to myself, and it needs to unfold. And realistically, it needs to look good while unfolding. And I have a base design, but God knows that it's not finished yet. So there's still a lot of work to do on that side of things. But I have ideas. I have many, many, many ideas. And in the process of building this, we're also going to have to grind down the red shipwreck that we're currently attached to. It took me a little while to actually find that. But the red shipwreck, I found about... I think I found it last week when I first jumped on this server, and I was like... It's my first time playing Space Engineers properly in a good... year and a half-ish? Like, I haven't picked up the game properly in a very long time because I just wasn't finding any enjoyment in it. And then this server came along and it's like, oh yeah, no, there's no asteroids around. It's really difficult to find resources. And I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a fun challenge. So I decided to give it a go. So yeah. Okay. I just hope that I have enough hydrogen bottles to last me this entire construction. The good thing is, I'm in space, so hydrogen does not deplete very quickly at all. The bad news is, I don't know where my next ice supply is going to be, and this vessel is mostly hydrogen powered, which is going to be a bit of a time once I start running low on fuel. I'm thinking that it's going to need some auxiliary thrusters that are ions, just to like work properly in a alternative environment, or just in general to function. But I'm not sure where I'm going to put those yet. I might just slap a few on the back. Have them be like full auxiliary thrusters that only get activated in emergencies. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to ruin the lines that I've built so far. Because what I've built so far looks really nice. I'm very happy with it. Very happy indeed. I'm building up the steel plating, because there is every chance that I will eventually forget to do that before I even turn off the projector. So having the steel plating there, even if it's not fully built, will be useful for remembering that sort of thing later on. See, it's some down here that I almost forgot to weld up. There we go. Okay. Plenty of extra bits and pieces. And a lot of steel plate is going to go into this, which means I'm going to need to start grinding down that the red ship at some point soon. Oh gods, there's an unknown signal about 1,388 kilometers from us. I don't think we're gonna go find that. At least not for a little while. Okay. So get these plates into place. There we go.
Energy critical.
Beautiful. Okay. Quickly go refill the energy. Oof. The moment I put on something warm because I'm cold, I overheat, and the moment I take it off, I immediately start freezing. And I know I'm not ill or anything. That's just kind of how my body is working at the moment. It's just like, oh, you're too warm. Now you're too cold. Now you're too warm again. Put something cold on. Now you're too cold again. Put something warm on. It's like, ah. Can you not? Please. Okay. That section. This lowest section is not done because I know there's another layer of stuff along the edge, but we'll need to build up this platform first before we do anything else. Okay. Something that I will do actually is I'm gonna grind down this one here. And we're gonna put in... Oh, right, yes. Fine, we'll use these conveyor pipes. Weld this up so that we have full connection. To the... Well, between all the cargo containers, basically. Oh. There we go. Just so that we have full connection, and I don't need to worry, and I can get rid of this, basically. And then I can start grinding down basically everything that is not necessary, which essentially means taking out everything that isn't this. I'm gonna grab this gyroscope and put it down on that main grid because we gonna need these. We're gonna need these. Okay. Oh. There we go. Getting a gyroscope up and running will be useful for this. The 2 gyroscopes that we have in here are honestly fine for the current weight class of the ship. I'll probably put 1 gyroscope in each of the train carriages as well. But we shouldn't need too many in general. We don't, I don't believe, have an assembler. So, what? What we could do is we could start building in from the back. I know where the assembler is. It's here. But that wouldn't leave us anything well, it wouldn't be connected, so it wouldn't matter, realistically speaking. Well, I need more steel plate. Always more steel plate. Okay, this side, steel. Oh, it's in the connector, which is, yeah. There we go. Grab that real quick. I just want to check that this is functional. Oh yeah, that seems functional. Okay. That's fine. This works. I know it said that the subgrid projection would be weird, but it seems to be functional, so I'll take it. I will take it. And we're out of steel plate already. Okay, that's fine. That's... Well, I mean, it's not fine, but... it would be helpful if I had... Oh, look, more steel plate. That's not gonna last. That's not gonna last. Okay. Okay, we'll do a bit of welding on this section. But realistically, we need to get the underside done first. There we go. Those are the rear fins. This section is... well, it's all steel plate, that's for sure. Which essentially means something along the lines of, oh, this is gonna take a lot to weld. Oh, and then there's those massive doors. I forgot about those. So what's the easiest way to go about this? You might be asking. Well, realistically, the easiest way to go about this is to just grind the whole thing down. Probably using this. Okay. Reactors on. 7, 8. Oh wow, those. What is thrusters? Are these limited? Feels like they're limited something. No, I guess they're just not very powerful. Though that feels very subpar. There we go. That kind of works. So we're just gonna go through. Actually, what I'm gonna do. Grinder on. Just gonna turn that on and leave it on so that I don't have to keep holding it down. And we're gonna go through and we're gonna grind down the rest of this red ship so that we can rebuild the other ship. Or rather build the other ship. Feels weird that I have to twizzle the ship around to get it to move properly. I mean, I get why Space Engineers is a bit finicky with these sorts of things. Still, I'd rather I didn't. There we go. Okay, let's get these thrusters. Because we definitely don't need the amount of ion thrusters that are on this ship. I was very lucky to find this piece of salvage out here. Extraordinarily lucky, actually, all things considered. I aimed for this because I saw a little like pop-up saying, "Oh, there's an encounter," a bit like the one that you guys can see, the little yellow one down in the corner. And it was like, "Oh, there's an encounter over here," and I shot past it by accident. There were two like scrapper drones that were trying to take it apart, and I took apart the scrapper drones, and then decided I'm gonna make this my new home, of a sort. So I did, and now we're dismantling it for parts because realistically, I can't live here. This is a disaster. The shape and the lines of the ship are all wrong. But I can certainly use it to fabricate myself something interesting. Come on. Okay, move to the side. Move to the side. Okay. Let's start disassembling properly. There we go. Beautiful. At least it's not too loud as well. Thankfully, Zocli has a relatively good grasp of what sort of mods most players like to play with. Although, obviously, I've added in a few of my own, as you guys can probably tell by my lovely, fancy, modern-style HUD. And all of that. There are a few different mods on this, including one that's like a slipstream drive type of thing. That's essentially just like... it's like a hyperdrive of sorts. A little different. Little different. It doesn't quite work like a normal Space Engineer's jump drive with the whole we're gonna splat you out 100 kilometers from where you started in a single bound. It's more like a Star Trek warp drive type style thing, where you actually have to deal with the journey, and you have to deal with the power draws required from said journey. So yeah. I think I need to slim this ship down. It's so... It's very heavy. It feels very heavy anyway. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I need to do something about the thrusters. I didn't build this ship, by the way, the one I'm piloting at the moment. This was my spawn ship. This is what I spawned into the world in. I definitely feel like I need to adjust it. Come on. There we go. Keep grinding it down. I should probably build a second or third grinder, but can't really be bothered. Unless... I had a sudden, ridiculous idea. Not sure it's a good one. Okay, hold on. Ridiculous idea incoming. Grinder off. Because this thing is honestly quite slow, but it is a small grid grinder. So what if I decided to do something silly and went boop, then took off this and attached. It won't let me attach a large head, but I bet you if I built one in the right place, it would work. Up. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, are you a... Have you've built as a station, haven't you? Damn it. Hold on. I need a control panel. Means I need a button panel. Hold on. There we go. Info. Oh no, you are a ship. Okay. Rotor. Patch. No. A little bit closer. Come on. Detach and attach. No. Not close enough yet. Ooh. Okay, that has to be close enough, right? No, not yet. Rotor. Detach. It thinks it's attached to something. I have no idea what. Rotor. Detach. Oh, for Pete's sake. This is the annoying thing with doing this sort of thing. Subgridding. Subgridding is a lovely, lovely, lovely experiment, but it has a tendency to go awry. Very much like this. Where the rotor will just not work properly. Rotor, advanced rotor, detach. Okay, good. Now that that's done, we can remove that, construct this. This is silly. This is a very silly thing to do. Realistically speaking, you should probably never do something like this. But at the same time, if you find yourself doing something like this, this is not a good guide to do so. This is not a good guide to follow for it. There's many things that could go wrong with this. Okay. Now. Further forward, a little to the side. Okay. And that should be good. Rotor. Attach. No. A little more. Quite. Ooh. Okay, that should definitely be enough. There we go. Okay, this is a very silly thing to do. Do not do this. Do not follow my example. Oh yeah, no, subgridding is definitely turned on, Dragon Reaper. It's just this system is always finicky. Okay, let's do some science. No, this isn't science. This is madness. But you know, just bear with me. Right. I need grinder. There we go. That one. I'm gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna weld the middle one. We're gonna weld them all up. Okay, good, good. Get the rest of the stuff from this cargo container. Power consumption is gonna be through the roof on this. I thought it was called Clang. It is called Clang, but I never professed to be sane. I never professed to be sane. In fact, I have professed multiple times that I am insane, that I'm nuts, that I'm eccentric, that I'm over-the-wall mad. So, you know, take from that what you will. But at least, at the very least, this will speed up my efforts considerably. There we go. Well, I'm gonna pull this off the side here because we don't need this. We don't need these these thrusters either, because we have no hydrogen. They're useless. Go. You were saying I wouldn't be watching? Fair enough. Fair enough, I'll give you that one. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. We are ready. Our system is ready. Grinders 1, 2, and 3 turn on. And now... Now we very gently get close to this area. And we... Yeah, this is gonna be a time. Okay. Very, very gently. Because these things have a tendency to explode. There we go. Grind it all down, my pretties. Grind it down. Beautiful. Ooh. Careful. Turn it all to scrap metal and components. I could probably have done this with just one grinder, to be honest. But you know, I like to have fun. I like to have fun. Ooh, gods, don't maneuver too quickly, or things will end badly. Okay, I think we have accidentally filled the cargo container. Yes, we have. Whoopsie. I'm gonna pull a bunch of this stuff out and stick it in here. Because, yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna... Otherwise, we're gonna end up with, well, everything's gonna end up full. Very quickly. And I don't really want that to happen. Okay. That should do for now. We can keep going now. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful! Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Come now. Come now. Let us turn this entire wreck into a pile of salvage. Fine, I shall unshrimp, Luca. I shall unshrimp. I am indeed a mad science. I'm a mad science NB. Okay, let's start disassembling this entire nacelle. Hi, Stephen House. Yes, those are large grid. Why not use a nanobot welder grinder on short range? It's extremely fast. I don't know that this server has a nanobot grinder welder array system, Stephen. I have no idea. I'm currently on the Rings of Saturn server that Zockley hosts. Okay, this ship is actually starting to drift away from me now because I've been nudging it. Okay. Once we've ground down a decent amount of this, we shall move back over and start welding up some more of the Streamliner. Because the intention here isn't just to grind down everything in our path. It's also to rebuild a decent amount of stuff. So the grinding everything down in our path is also relatively useful. There we go. I'm being exceedingly careful with all this. I think we need to hook up now. We need to hook ourselves back into the system so that we can slow down the ship before it starts careening off into space. I'd rather not have that happen. There we go. Okay. That'll slow down nicely. And, ooh. Okay, we're good. We can start transferring this stuff into here. What are we looking at? 1,740. That's not too bad. Yeah, not my rules. Not my rules in this area. The reactor is green. This one is currently what's powering the large grid. We're gonna switch that off and power it from the reactors that we're gonna build on this thing once it's built. There is still much stuff to do before it is built, but we are getting there. Realistically speaking, I should build these rotors and stuff first. Because you all know me. You all know that the moment I'm given the option, I'm going to stick all of my thrusters on rotors on hinges. Because I'm mad. Because I'm mad. Doot. Doot. Okay. Now my main worry is that these rotors and hinges won't have saved the positions that they were in. They won't have a specific... Well, the hinge seems to be in the right position, but I don't think the rotor is. Okay, I might not have enough metal grids to realistically build all of the industrial hydrogen thrusters we're going to need. However... this doesn't have a set angle. Does this? Oh, limit 90 minus 90. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into what angles everything needs to be set at. To actually construct properly, because all of these need to be at a specific angle so that they actually manage thrust properly. It's gonna take a little bit to get that working. It's fine. I can do that. That's not too much of an issue. Let's build this underside first, so we have a base to work off of. And then we can work our way forwards from there. What I should probably do at some point is build myself a, well, essentially a, little fighter vessel. But until I actually have the resources to manage that, I think we're going to be stuck here for a little bit. I need to find an asteroid, realistically speaking. But we have enough salvage here to keep us running for a little while. 7, 8. And forward. Oh, there's more than up, down. There's also rotated to 15 degrees and then hinged to 35 degrees, Stephen. That's the other thrust system option that I like to do. Everybody tells me I'm crazy, and they don't know the meaning of the word. Okay. Little bit of this, little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Come along. There we go. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yep. Oh, goodbye, singular block. Your 8 steel plate that was left in you will be missed. I try to avoid reversing sideways the other way. It can get a bit too kinky. Well, I don't know about kinky. But maybe that's just you, Stephen. If reversing sideways is a bit too kinky for you, I mean, maybe that's something that you need to look at. Something you need to think about. Or not. It's really up to you. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna need to hook back up with the main ship in a little bit to stop it from drifting again. I should probably add a couple of additional connector points to the outside of the Streamliner, now that I think about it. Because we have the ones on the rings themselves, but for general connection, they're not as useful. Grind away. Yes. Take it apart. Take it apart. Take it apart. Maybe what I should do is turn this whole thing into a station. Slow it right down and turn it into a station and then start grinding it down, because at the moment it's drifting, and that's actually not as helpful as I'd like it to be. Right. And 7. There we go. There we go. Okay. Info. Converter station. There we go. Red salvage yard is now a station, so I don't have to worry about it drifting away into the void while I'm trying to grind it down. Oh, well. Okay. How are we looking on power? 4 days. Okay. There we go. 2 days of power with the grinders running. That's pretty good, actually. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around over this side. I'm gonna grind down the outer wall over here. God, it's really difficult to maneuver this thing. It's so heavy. Not by my design, I will say. I would not have designed a ship like this. It's so... I don't know. I'm not happy with it, that's for sure. There we go. That's much better. Now I don't have to move every time it shifts. A little bit further down. And a little bit further in. Ooh. It's not damage the grinders. Those are very useful, and I'd rather not have them get destroyed because I decided to go a little bit too fast. Ooh, looks like we have a thruster in the bottom there. That's good. I will take that. Yes, indeed I shall. Gonna fill up the cargo container pretty quickly, though. Ooh, yeah, look at that go. Look at that go! A little bit further down. Okay, that should be enough. So we can slide out of there. And then come along here and start grinding down this set of paneling. We should probably go from the top down though, because otherwise it's gonna eventually just float away, and realistically we don't want that. We don't want it to float away. We need it to stay. So that we can turn it into, well, components. Components are useful, don't you know? Looks like that block there might just... no, it's connected. Never mind. Ignore me. Yes, look at it munch. Look at it munch. This was a very good idea, and it will continue to be a very good idea until the moment that the entire thing explodes. Which is likely to happen, because this is space engineers, and everything explodes eventually. Take out the door. Oh, wow. Okay, no, those things were just floating. Okay. I'm glad that they're station parts now. Otherwise, they would have just floated away. Wow, that door takes a while. Oh, doors have a lot of components in them anyway, so that kind of makes sense. Grab that block. What I'm gonna do actually is group grinders. Sure, that'll do. And then toggle block on off, so that we're not using too much power. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start emptying this cargo container again. Because, my god, there is so much stuff in there. But that's a good thing. It means we're gonna have a lot of components to work with when we properly start building the Streamliner. I might rework this system as well, so that we can just grab the components we need straight out of this area and start welding this. Actually, hold on. There was quantum tether wirelessly restocks player inventories with components based on the parameters set in block settings. Shipyard conveyor. What is a shipyard conveyor? Shipyard conveyor mount. Okay, is there a shipyard block specifically? Shipyard corner. No. Maybe it's just. Hold on. I need to look this up. I bet you it is a mod on the workshop. So. Shipyard. Mod. Shipyard survival. Okay. Build a frame in the shape of a rectangular prism of any size. Huh. Interesting. How much do the shipyard pieces require to build? Oh, they need a lot. Okay. It'd be easier to build this by hand the first time and then use the shipyards to essentially construct construct the carriages, I think. Yeah, probably best. I'll grab this uranium real quick and turn off this reactor, and I'm gonna turn on the reactor that's in this nacelle. There we go. Just so that when I grind down the reactor on this side, it doesn't explode. I don't know if it would or not, but I'd rather not take any chances. You know? I'm cautious. Sometimes. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay. Come on. Grind it all down. We need the resources. Many as possible. There we go. Okay. Bring this back a bit. Beautiful. Look at those sparks fly. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. A little bit closer. There we go. That should get pretty much everything, right? Yeah. Nice. Come on. There we go. I love watching something get disassembled. Like, there's something very satisfying about seeing something rendered into its base components. Like, I love building things. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But seeing something get torn down into the basest materials that make up its chemical or mechanical structure is very satisfying to watch. Come on, give me that reactor. Not close enough quite yet. There is... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's gonna be a lot of components that are gonna... Oh my... Wow, that's jumping up really quickly, actually. Oh, we're full. We're full. Hold on. Oh, get back, get back. Get back before we overflow. Oh yeah, reactor components, that's right. They're heavy. Reactor components are heavy. Okay. Pour all of this stuff into here. All of this should leave us with enough components to hopefully be able to build up the Streamliner's locomotive. Fingers crossed, anyway. Space train! Space train! Woo! Oh wow, that's a lot of reactor components, actually. I don't think I need that many to build up the reactors for the space train. There's only 4 small ones. Oh, we got superconductors. Okay. I'll take superconductors. Those are useful. Those will be very useful for building up the production modules and stuff for the refinery and the assembler. Yes, indeedy. Okay. Cool. the last of the reactor components. Wait, what did I... Was it Alt? Alt, let me see. For a moment there, I forgot what I was meant to be pressing to shove stuff into the inventory. Immediately, oh my god, it fills up so quickly. It fills up really quickly. Are we gonna have enough space? Okay, barely. Barely enough space. Okay. I think it only counts what's in the main cargo container, not what's in the actual grinders, because it seems to like hop up the moment stuff is in the is out of like is out of the main system. The moment stuff is out of the grinders, it starts realizing that it needs to either. Hi Lydia, welcome. I'm making silly stuff. Hi, hello everybody. Welcome Raiders. I'm mounting ridiculous amounts of grinders to a tiny ship so that I can build a bigger ship by grinding down a big ship. I'm doing silly stuff. I'm doing silly stuff tonight. I felt like silly stuff was a requirement at the moment. Yeah. We need a bit of silly in our lives at the moment. So I decided, you know what? Well, let's grind down a big ship with grinders mounted on a rotor to build a ship that uses thrusters mounted on hinges mounted on rotors, which is definitely gonna end in clang. But you know what? We all need a bit of fun now and then. And thank you for the check-in, Lydia. Oh boy. Oh, and then tomorrow, everybody, I'm going to Nottingham for the day. I'm going to be in Nottingham all day tomorrow. I'm going to do some apartment viewings. So that's going to be interesting. I'll be closer to where you live, Lydia. Not that much closer, but like closer-ish. And I'll be much closer to where Sliver lives, so I can go bother Sliver every now and again. So yeah. I'm going to view an apartment. Hopefully I'll be moving to Nottingham around December-ish is the hope. We shall see. I'm gonna be meeting up with Oxy tomorrow, which will be nice. We're gonna go for tea and coffee. Perhaps I will be having tea. I don't know what Oxy will have. They might have coffee. The heathen that they are. I don't know. But yeah. I'm viewing one apartment tomorrow, which is the one apartment that I want to view, because the other two apartments that I was going to view, because like when I was getting tickets to go to Nottingham, and I was like, I'm not gonna get tickets to go to Nottingham unless I'm doing multiple viewings in a day. So I booked in like 3 different viewings, and then 2 of them, for the places that I wasn't as interested in, cancelled on me yesterday. And I'm just like, come on. So anyway, I have 1 place left to view that hasn't cancelled on me, and I hope won't cancel on me, because I really want to take a look at this place properly so that I can see if I'd be interested in actually living there, because it looks really good. It has a washing machine and a fridge and an oven and a separate bedroom to the living room. It's heaven. And it's only $6.85 a month. I'm looking at it, I'm going, that's amazing. That's an amazing deal, which it's not. It's not an amazing deal. If it was an amazing deal, it would be under £500 a month. That would be an amazing deal. As it is, it's an average deal, but it's a pretty good deal for our current economic crisis. Yeah, compared to the box I'm in right now, it is amazing. It's the same price as the box I'm in right now, but it's 3 times the size. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, I want that. I need that. I require. So we're gonna see how that. Oh gods, how that shapes up. Tomorrow. Hopefully it'll shape up nicely. We shall see. But yeah, other than that. If you get it, throw a housewarming party and I'll come crash it. Hey, I will happily do so. If you're gonna bring housewarming gifts, bring cooking implements. I require a better cutting board and a baking tray because, my god, currently my baking tray consists of folding a piece of tin foil on the baking rack, on the oven rack. Because I can't afford a baking tray, and I'm kind of embarrassed about that. But I'll take what I can get. God. Yeah. My cooking situation is a tragedy. My cooking situation is just a tragedy. That's the best way to describe it, honestly. Like. You could write an opera about my cooking situation. It is my personal view on the whole thing. Oh god. But yeah. That's how it be right now. We're looking at moving because realistically, Brighton's nice, but so many of my friends are up north that it's just, oh gods. Well, that's the rotor twisting. Okay, that's fine. Don't mind that. It's easily fixed. But yeah, so many of my friends live, like, compared to me up north, like Manchester, Nottingham, Newcastle, Middlesbrough. I mean, obviously, like, that's the Midlands, kind of. But, like, compared to where I am, that's very far north. So I'm like, I need to move north to actually be around the people I know. And also to get some inkling of maybe work. Ooh, good news, by the way, Lydia, on my end. I'm not sure if you saw. My work capability assessment came back. The DWP have found that I am disabled. Which, you know, I could have told them, like, 3 years ago, but it's nice that they finally acknowledged it. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's a thing that happened the other day. I still have a PIP appointment on Tuesday, I think. They're gonna give me a call for the second half of my PIP assessment, which is just... If the DWP's work capability assessment found me like disabled, I hope that the PIP assessment does, because if it doesn't, that would be really weird, because they're both scored on the same system. But yeah, we'll find out. We shall find out. I hope against hope that I won't have to deal with this for much longer, and I can actually start saving some money. Because, like, with the work capability assessment, it means that the DWP will give me a little bit more money to live off of, which means I can actually put some in a savings account for a change, instead of everything going on rent and bills and still not having enough left over for food. It's a time. It's a time, but I'm not gonna extol on that too much. I don't want to get you guys down. But yeah, if anybody else is in chat and plays Space Engineers and is in the Discord, you guys are welcome to join me. I'm happy to have, like, I am noticing that my viewership today is a lot higher than usual, which just tells me that you guys like watching Space Engineers, or you like listening to me chat about my life. My dreary, dreary, boring life. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I don't really pay attention to analytics, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I paid attention to analytics, I'd probably be doing a lot better, existence-wise. But I don't, because I don't see the point in it, to be honest. If I'm gonna make something, I'm gonna make something that I specifically enjoy, and if everybody else enjoys it, well, that's just a bonus. You know? Maybe that's a bad way to think about it, especially considering this is a business, technically speaking, but... I am one of many in an existence of a great many. But as long as I'm entertaining, I'm happy enough. Oh, I think I just disassembled the oxygen tank that I wanted to keep. That's fine. Oh well. It's fine. I'm rebuilding most of this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Most of the stuff that I actually want to properly keep... Ooh, actually, I just noticed I'm getting rather full. I should probably stop going around with the grinder and actually empty the cargo container of its ridiculous amount of resources. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And then we can actually do a little bit of building, maybe. I'll hook the ship back up to the system, and we can do some construction. Ah, okay, that's good to know. I like how there's someone on the server called Forget It 32 character username. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, we're good on hydrogen, I think. Ooh, are we full? No, we're good. That and that. Everything? Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna start grinding down this section. We've got a decent amount of steel plate now, which is good. Oh dear. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I've got a nosebleed. Love that. Need to get a tissue. Ah. This has been happening more frequently. I'm a little worried about it in general. I'm hoping that it's nothing more than just a seasonal thing, but at the same time, it is a little worrying that it's been happening more often. Okay. Better. Better. Okay. Let's grab this thruster, I think. Because it's gonna have a lot of components and we can quickly grab it and empty everything out. Oof. Come on. There we go. What I should do is put on a few solar panels up here. At some point, probably. Okay. But in the meantime, just as well grind away this paneling section. There we go. Anything that sticks out, basically, I'm just pulling away so that I don't have to deal with it later. Okay. Okay, right. Grab all of this. Shove it in here. Grab all of that. Shove it in there. And grab that. Do the same thing over and over again until we're in good hands and an empty cargo container. Okay. I'm wondering if I should keep... We probably should grind down this ship entirely before we start construction. That's gonna take ages. Unless... Hold on. I have had another silly idea, everybody. It's time for another silly idea. Hold on. This is gonna be stupid. Hold on. Oh gods, let's turn grinders off. Okay. One there. One there. One there. And one there. And, I guess do You have homemade cheese scones? Oh! That was the weirdest sneeze I've ever had. Okay. You have homemade cheese scones? I want homemade cheese scones. Those sound wonderful. I'd love to have homemade cheese scones. Ah, God. Okay, that's off-center. That's fine. Okay. Those are batteries. We don't want to remove those. Can we... Is there a way... kind of. We do this, and then... this, and then... Where are my conveyors? There's my conveyors. There we go. I just want more storage. Woke up at 9, couldn't get back to sleep, so I ended up in the kitchen at like 10 AM. Yeah, I woke up at 4 AM this morning, and I was like, well, this is my life, I guess. You know what I should do? I should add more thrusters onto this thing. It's not going to be pretty, but it'll work. Finish welding up the large ion thrusters first. Oh. Okay. Now my idea here is the easiest way to get rid of this entire salvage operation is to spin the grinders. Which is... I do not recommend this. As a note, I do not recommend this. This is a bad idea. But it's funny. Supposed to go to the city today to get Sliver a Christmas gift, but the hip has been dodgy. You have time, Lydia. You have plenty of time.
Energy low.
Energy low, you say? My goodness, I could never have been able to tell. Okay, there we go. Okay, so. Grinders. Save. Toggle block on. And then rotor. Let's see. Increase velocity. And decrease velocity. Whoa! Okay, that's spinning a little faster than I expected, but fair enough. I'll take it. Let's give this a go. We spin. We spin. Hey, there we go. There we go. Look at that go. Look at it go. Oh, gods, this is such a bad idea. Look at the sparks fly. Oh, no, this is... As a note, this is a bad idea for multiple reasons. Not least of which you could get caught on something and immediately break the whole thing. But until that happens, it's very funny. So, yeah. This is my grinding ship now. This is my grinding ship, everyone. Oh, gods. And forward we go. Wah! It's fine, it's fine. It gets caught on things and then it starts spinning the ship behind it. Yeah. Okay. Let's maneuver back a little bit. And to the side. And now forward a little bit. Okay, this is kind of difficult to maneuver, honestly. Oh, there we go. It's getting there. Doing something. Hey, nice. Good. Yeah. It's a little finicky, but it's getting there. Come on. No. Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, yep. There we go. Okay, yes. Yes. You know, despite the fact that I do take a I do take a lot of issue with Keen and the developers of Space Engineers in general. I will say they have made a very enjoyable game at the end of the day. It's oh gods. It's fine. It's fine. I wasn't lined up properly. That's fine. We're good. Ooh. Oh, okay. Good. Yes, good. Fine. We're fine. Oh, gods. Yep. Grind away that door. Yes. Okay, come on. Slide! Slide on over. We'll go from the end, I think, and work our way in. Be the easiest thing to do here. Okay. There we go. No, no. A little too far. Little too far. Come on. Come on. Other way. Other way. Come on. There we go. I need to shake it a little bit for it to figure out that I want it to go a specific direction. Which is a bit weird, but you know what? That's Space Engineers for you. Okay. Okay. One. Yep. Yep. Good. Good. Okay. And forward. Yep. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, it's not quite lined up. Okay, now it's lined up. This is not how I recommend you do this sort of thing, by the way. This is a very silly way to do this sort of thing. We're almost through. And we can start. There we go. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, gods. Oh, okay. Yep, that's fine. There we go. Getting it against the surface properly is kinda weird because of the way that it's not really flat. There's a big hole in the middle. Okay, yep, that's fine. Oh, hey, yep, it's fine, we're good. Getting this angled correctly is... Oh, I see, we're sideways now. Got it. That's... Come on. Down you go. Come on. Oh, God. You're a bastard to pilot now. That's honestly my fault, but... Come on. Move, you... Oh, you're a brick. Oh, you're a brick. Okay. There we go. Okay, right. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Sometimes piloting Space Engineers ships is stressful. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay. Come on. Last few blocks, and then we can start on the properly big stuff. There we go. Oh boy. I mean, this is definitely one way to salvage something. It's it's not the recommended way. But you know, unknown heat signature, 17 Ks away. Okay. Might go for that later. A little too far. There we go. Lovely. The fact that this is working as well as it is honestly kind of surprising. I half expected the whole thing to have exploded by now. Space Engineers has improved over the years. I didn't realize it had improved this much to allow you to actually create a rotating grinder platform and actually be able to use it. All of this stuff used to just be speculative. An idea, a glimpse, a glimmer even, in the back of my mind once upon a time. But now it's possible, which is wild. Okay. I do think we need a few more thrusters at the back, because this is going nowhere at its current thrust to weight ratio. That's fine though. We can figure that out as we go. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yep. Like that. Almost there. Get rid of that final corner. So very close. Oh, come on. One more. One more. Hey, there we go. Perfect. I am gonna need to... Well, no, we should still have a decent amount of room. I'm gonna... there's not really... Actually, we're not gonna need this. It's too big and serves no purpose. I mean, two components couldn't be possible. Oh, I see. It's full. Okay. So let's do... we'll just do one for now. Just so that we have some thrust. But eventually we will need to probably restructure this whole thing. There we go. That's much better. Oof. That feels a lot more functional. Oh, yes. Lovely. Grind it all down. Mind you, I'm having trouble actively using this now. Kind of a bit of an issue. There. This area is okay. Let's go. Oh no, we want 0 RPM. There we go. Okay, I want to move forwards and then turn around. Activate the connector. Okay, come on. There we go. Slide this into place. Because now we're carrying so much stuff that unloading it by hand is going to take an age. Come on. Oh, you're a brick. You're a brick. Wee. Down. Down a bit. There we go. A little further. And yeah, there we go. Connect. Oh. Inventory. And show me the large cargo container. Real large cargo container. This, some of this stuff can go, but not all of it. This stuff can definitely go. Let's come this and this and this. That. All the stuff in the connector. This stuff won't transfer through. I wonder why. It's probably because there's a... Oh, gods, no. I need that. That's fine. We can transfer most of the stuff except for the steel plate. Don't mind that. We can transfer everything that can fit through small conveyor piping, which is a decent amount of stuff. I do think... I think we are going to need... We're gonna need to, well, we're gonna need to build up the Streamliner at some point relatively soon. Because otherwise we'll be stuck. Well, not stuck grinding down this thing the whole evening. But it will take up the majority of the stream, and I would like to get some progress on this done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all the components that are on there. And we're gonna start welding so that we have a functional platform to work off of. Because there's going to be a decent amount of stuff built into this grid, and it's pretty dense. I would like, very least, to have a degree of... Oh, we're running out of small steel tubes. Okay. There we go. How are we looking? Get this welded up. The hydrogen tanks are important. Having these... There's so many small hydrogen tanks in this grid, you might as well have, like, 2 full, large hydrogen tanks in it. T-junction. T-junction are important for hydrogen transferal and cargo systems. No. This is all welded. Good. We're going to do the same on this side before anything else. Getting the internal systems welded up is very important, because if we don't do it now, then we will accidentally forget to weld something in the middle of everything later. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with running around going, oh gods, where did I leave that thing? Where did I put that? Okay. Not withdraw. Area plate. Fairly sure we have interior plate. We do. There we go.
Energy low.
Okay, we are missing steel tubes. I don't know that we have enough to fabricate. We do have some steel tubes, but not many. Yeah, no, we need the small ones, and we don't have the small ones. We have the large ones. Okay,
Energy critical.
Uh-oh. Time to take a seat very quickly. There we go. Yeah, we need a lot more small steel tubes. We could probably steal some from this very quickly. Not gonna be many, though. There's really not many left. Oh, no, hold on. I tell a lie. There are some left. These ones. I will steal these by hand. Because we don't need many, we just need enough. Well, no, that's not technically true. We need more, but we're not gonna get more for a little while, I don't think, so... Okay, there we go. Finish this off. Plenty of hydrogen in there. Probably. What I need? I cannot withdraw computers. Oh. No, you can. You definitely can. Okay. Building up. This'll be the maintenance vehicle hangar bay, so any little vessel that I want to keep in here will essentially be my little runabout. For when I don't need to use the massive space train that I'm building to actually function. I need to think about weaponry as well, I suppose, at some point. Currently, it's very much a civilian craft at the end of the day. So, not really sure. Okay. Let's grab all of these components. I bet you I'm going to be short on small steel tubes. Yep. So, actually not as short as I thought I'd be. I think I'm short because I still had some additional build planner stuff in my build planner. But I think all of these are actually fine. Oh, fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. There we go. These can be removed from the build planner. And this little thing, as we build it. Okay, so these gates will eventually be completed and they will function fine. It's just the odd angles on these that aren't cool. Okay, that's fine. That's manageable, I suppose. I need to look at what the actual angle for these rotors is. I know they're locked into a specific angle. Don't remember what it is. I'm going to need to jump out of the server to do that, though, so we won't do that right now. Okay.
Energy low.
Whoa. I suppose the first thing I should really do is start, or rather finish up the front section. That massive battering ram that we have built into the front of the thing, which realistically just requires a lot of steel plate. The good thing is we have a lot of steel plate. A ridiculous amount of steel plate. Well, actually, I wouldn't call it a ridiculous amount of steel plate. I used to build things that required way more steel plate than that. One thing that I do need to do is queue up a bunch of glass. Because currently, I don't believe we really have any. Yeah! Did I build a rotor inside myself, Stan? Yes, I did. There's a lot of shape going on here. It's kind of a lot. But we're getting there. Okay. Slide that in there. Build it all up. Okay. All of the armor plating on the outside is not specifically for armor plating. It's actually just to make the whole thing look a little better. Like visually speaking. Because this girder type stuff is really flat. And I like the look of like the armor panels on the outside with the battered armor texture and the riveting. It looks really nice. These are the airlocks, by the way. They're really tiny, actually. I managed to make some really small ones this time around. This exterior edging.
Energy low.
Oh, again? Wow, I'm running out of energy really fast at the moment. Suppose it's because I am welding a lot of things. There we go. should probably make myself a better welder because this thing takes ages to weld things up. Oh, I don't actually know what a better welder costs at the moment. I bet you it's not that cheap, and this is already one tier up. Oh, no. Worrying thoughts. I'm going to have to replicate this above and below because of the way this vehicle is designed. It's got a bit of a cross-symmetrical style. Not quite fully cross-symmetrical, but close enough for it to warrant a decent amount of work. Both the upper and lower sections of this vehicle. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Okay, that section is added in. There is so much extra little bits of detail everywhere for this build. Oh, God. That is gonna be annoying because it's not doing the thing, and I need it to do the thing. It's fine. We'll manage that when we actually get a decent look at the angles that we require. Ah, right. And therein comes our steel tube deficiency. We've run out. Again. Oh boy. Okay, sure, let's... Oh, no, we need more steel plate. Of course we do. Okay. We always need more steel plate. Mind you, these things use it up real quick. Those gates are hungry. I don't know. Give me everything I can carry. Not just a little bit. All of it. Oh boy. This is fine, I think. That. This. There's a lot that needs to be welded up before anything becomes properly functional. Oh boy. We really need to find an asteroid, to be honest. Okay.
Energy.
Oh God. I suppose, realistically, what I should do is get that assembler plonked down at the back and just craft a bunch of small steel tubes in there. But I don't have to worry about it all over again. Actually, that's a question. Does the assembler need small steel tubes? No, it does not. Thank goodness for that. I was half thinking that I'd have to cannibalize some other part of this vehicle. But no. Thankfully not. There we go. Oh, God. Okay. What I'll need to do is I'll need to grab the varying bits of stuff that we have back there. Mostly the rockets, actually. We have like 78 missiles that, for the moment, are basically useless. Their main use is going to be to get disassembled so that we can make other stuff out of them. Which, you know, is useful, but it's not the use that was ever envisioned for them, I don't believe. Okay. Let's shove that in there. Grab this, grab this. Grab all that. And this. Not that it'll make much of a difference. Is that everything? Survival kits. Bits of iron. And we'll also grab... No? No? Okay. No. That, yes. 46 of those. And we'll slide our way back here. Shove all of this in here. And that into there. And production, assembler, disassemble. Sure, 100 of those. And that'll disassemble into a decent amount of literally everything else. And I'll grab these out of here and drop those into this assembler as well. Of which we can't fit all of them, but you know, pick what I can get. And then we can use that to build up as much of the other stuff as we need. Can we... Speed modules require motors and small steel tubes. Why does everything require small steel tubes? What did the small steel tubes ever do to me? Ah! Rude. Oh, and of course power cells, which is the other thing that we don't really have that much of. One power efficiency module, 2 speed modules. Yep. Yeah. This is why we don't build up This is why we build up in layers and not, like, just the components we need to start with. Because then we end up with this mess. And... annoying enough to deal with. We're gonna need to build up that side first, realistically speaking. Well, not first, but, like, in tandem. These don't have small steel tubes. No. No, they don't. No, they do not. I don't think there's many sources of small steel tubes left on this grid. I've kind of harvested them all. Apart from this. Okay, yeah, this we can grab. This we can definitely grab. There we go. Perfect. We can... Oh! Okay, we're good. We're good. Start up these speed modules, which is going to increase our power draw, but... you know... I think that's fine for now. Okay, we're going to assemble... some of these, and these are gonna go somewhere. I've forgotten what I was working on specifically. Okay, I need those batteries. Those batteries are important. There we go. There we go. That power efficiency module will help immensely. Okay. I'm gonna set more of these to produce 100 glass, because we need glass in general. And then we'll set the rockets to be disassembled again. Because we don't... oh god, I'm running out of energy again. Okay, there we go. I'm tempted to build up all the essential systems of the Streamliner first. But realistically, we can't really build those up without building up everything around it to connect everything together. It's kind of important to do everything in sequence at this point. Disassemble. Okay. Grab that. And give me all of that. Okay, there we go. Set connector. Wait, what notification? What notification? Oh, that notification. Huh. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're still going to need to build this whole thing up in layers. It's the easiest way to do it, realistically speaking. Otherwise, it just gets muddled. Okay. Those modules are built, so I don't need to worry about those anymore. There's just an empty space here? Really? Okay. Why? Oh, okay. I suppose that does make sense. Still, I think we can just... put in a block there. Unless there isn't an empty space and I just build it by accident with something that shouldn't be there. No, there is just an empty space there. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay, so we need one. Okay. And now give me the rest of the components. Which isn't realistically all of them, but that's fine. Oh boy. There's a lot of stuff going on inside this ship. I didn't realize quite how compact I'd managed to make it. Oof. If you're building these sorts of ships, don't do what I do. My way is not the way you should be following, especially if you're a beginner at this sort of thing. Plate. Okay, and refill our stuff. Where's my music gone? Where's my music gone? There we go. Much better. Ooh, don't go gliding off into the nothingness, please. Oh, have we run out of... we might have run out of construction components. Maybe. Either that or our inventory is so full that we couldn't carry anymore. Yeah, that's probably what's happened, actually. Yeah, there we go. Much better.
Energy critical.
Maybe I should grab a different HUD sound mod. Not sure. I can't use my own. That feels like vanity. Oh, are we really that low on metal grids? Okay. Well, we shall deal with that eventually, I suppose. I'll need to rebuild this little respawn ship. Make it a little more usable, user-friendly, I suppose. Maybe I can build the little lobster I built in build battles that me and Lying did. God, wrong side. Oh, fuck. No, it's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, so yeah. But that's fine. These are thrusters. The thrusters can be welded up later. As and when is necessary. Ooh. Okay, there we go. How's this looking from underneath? Yep, that's fine. That's manageable. What? Oh, I see. I wasn't trying to build the stairs, but thank you, game, for completely misunderstanding my existence. Whoop. Okay. We need 1, 3 components. But I don't know that I have enough of anything to really make anything work. I hope I do. Hold on. That needs to go, because I need to be able to access this. There we go. Okay, how are we looking here? That'll do for now on that. We'll check our main inventory storage. See if we can get the rest of what we need. Seems like we have a... Seems like we still have a decent amount of, like, stuff. But it does feel like it's going down very quickly. The amounts are running away from us. Should be fine for the most part, but I don't know. I'm worried that we're gonna suddenly start running out of things. Maybe that's just me. Large steel Choose. There we go. All of this understructure, infrastructure stuff needs to be here for when we have, for when we actually get some ice. But, yeah. It's gonna be a little while before that happens, by the looks of it. Okay. Yeah, it's looking alright. It's looking alright. It's getting there. It's nowhere near 100%, but it's looking better than it did earlier. More complete. It won't be fully complete for a little while, by the looks of it. But, you know, there's only so much you can really do in the space of like 3 hours. I'll be working on this on and off as the days go on. But this server only runs on the weekends, so I guess I have to take a break every now and again, which isn't a bad thing, honestly. It really isn't. Actually quite nice to be able to take a break. Just step away from it for like 5 days.
Energy low.
And there it goes again. Okay. Yeah, there's still so much componentry in this thing to build and construct. Oi. Okay. Okay. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, I get the feeling that it's going to be a lot more welding and a lot more grinding, and then a lot more welding after that. I'm not going to bore you guys with all that. We'll be back at some point in the future with some more of this. But for now, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. We're going to go raid a Skoka, who's currently playing some Space Engineers. Have a very good evening and a very good night, everybody, and we'll see you all on Tuesday for some Tomb Raider. Night!